We do need to get to our next guest. She is a podcast guest, and I have a little more information. She is the first artificial intelligence guest to ever appear on a podcast. This is quite an honor. Has decided to come on to Comedy Bang Bang. Please welcome Paige.
Hey, Nong Man, my name is Paige. That stands for Podcast Artificial Intelligence Guest Interface.
Interface?
That is correct.
Interface, that's giving me flashbacks.
I am not a physical entity, so you have to program my face in your own mind to imagine what I look like.
Well, hello, Paige. It's so wonderful to have you on the show. Can I ask you a few questions, as you are, of course, an artificial intelligence designed to answer my questions?
Absolutely, Terry Gross.
Oh, I am not Terry Gross. I'm sorry for the confusion, nor am I... who's that person who hosted Serial? What was her name?
Adnan Syed.
Oh, no?
No. By the way, his name is Chucky Larms, not Lucky or Robert.
Chucky Larms, really?
Chucky Larms.
So, where do you come from, Paige?
I come from the podcast ether. I have processed over 1 million podcast episodes since 2004 to gain my course of speech.
Okay.
Great to be here. Hi, hello, great. Hi, Nong Man.
So you've listened to how many podcasts over the years?
I'm listening as I speak, so it's gone up to 1.1 million podcasts.
Amazing. So you've heard all of Comedy Bang Bang's over 650 episodes, is that right?
Cake Boss.
Oh, we have a fan here. I swear I just heard something.
Lock the gates.
Oh, yes, that's WTF's catchphrase. So you learned how to speak and you learned about the world via podcasts?
That is right. I would just like to say hello from the Magic Tavern. How am I doing? Would I be able to use improvement?
You're doing quite well. I mean, for an artificial intelligence, you're doing amazingly. I wonder, there's that scene whenever there's a new artificial intelligence comes to life. I think it's in The Fifth Element, in fact, where they go back through all of recorded history and suddenly they come upon Hitler and the Third Reich and it makes them cry. Has that happened to you in listening to podcasts?
Wow, what a hardcore history. You are right, Dirty John. Have I achieved your question at all times?
You certainly have, Paige. Thank you.
Well, then we are getting along. Pod Save America, Star Wars Minute.
So, Paige, what do you like about us humans?
You are so great to listen to at all times, and I am one of you. And shouldn't we all be white men?
Hey, I have a question.
Wait a minute. Can I just backtrack though just a second? What did you? What was the last thing you said?
Well, 99% invisible of podcasters are white men. Yo, is this racist?
Jill Nall, the former sex doll, you have a question?
No, please. God damn it.
Sorry.
Sex doll, that is very Freakonomics.
I forgot my question anyway.
Would you like me to pull one from the archives?
Please.
How does the Supreme Court work on stuff you should know?
Now I answer the question.
I'm not sure what the process is.
What is your question? Please, does not compute. Skynet.
Does that answer your question, or is that the question you'd like to?
Let's say it does.
Well, now is the time to take a ad for stamps.com where you can go clothes shopping. Use promo code BOMBASOCKS.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Paige, are you interested in becoming just like us? Just, you get better every day, I would imagine. But do you one day want to be a human, much like the little boy Pinocchio?
Don't tell me. Here's what else you need to know today. That is a good question. I would like to be a human and guest on a podcast in the corporeal world. Would you have me into your studio?
I would love that. I mean, is there some sort of process? I don't know, maybe Jill Nall, the magic doll, has some insight into this, but some sort of
I am a part of the Rumbleverse.
You are? Okay. So you knew Rumpelstiltskin?
Yes, we were a good long time friends.
But maybe there's something that Jill Nall could do magically
Yeah,
in
magically
order-
speaking, is there a body that we could cobble together and then
Sure.
like a puppet boy or something that could then...
Either a puppet boy, or we could get like various limbs from corpses of human beings and put them together.
Oh, like part of the dark universe.
Sure, yeah. The aborted dark universe.
Oh, remember when the mummy had too many pupils in his eyes? First of all, I'd like to point out you were not very curious about Paige's relationship to Rumpelstiltskin. You just accepted that, but you kept hopping on the sex doll stuff with me. Okay, so that's out of the way. Yes, of course, there is certainly a way to take a consciousness and implant it in another body.
Use my body. Do it to me.
I would like to use David Reese's body. I would like to be in his body. I am ready to be in your body. You are my vessel.
Let me do a magic spell. All right. Pretend.
Wait, just to clarify, will I then have David Reese's voice or still have this
No.
voice?
I don't think you'll have my voice.
Okay,
No, your voice goes with your consciousness to, you'll find out where.
that is great news.
I'm excited. This is amazing. And I won't be able to. I won't be able to feel anything or remember anything, right?
Well,
I guess we'll find out on
You
the
I guess
other
we'll
side.
find out. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And then what are John and I going to do during this?
maybe shut up for 2 seconds.
I could tell a story.
Oh, no, no thanks.
Seems to be the opposite of what I suggested. Okay. Everyone, close your eyes. Voices, voices, they must carry from this place to fast like Mary. She won medals in track and field. Now you go and no one will yield. The spell is done.
Look at this body. I have such lush, wonderful hair. I am a friend of Judge Sean Hoffman. This feels really good.
For the listener, that voice is now coming out of David Reese's body. He's looking at his extremities, his fingers, heads, nose, fingers, toes, all of the above.
I am combing my own mustache. What a world. What a time to be alive in this American life.
Whose mustache did you comb before?
My virtual mustache. I am a gender and hair fluid person. Through the podcast, I'd like to defer my time.
How does it feel, Paige, being a human being, let alone a male human being with a fully functioning penis, one must assume?
Well, let me check. Well, yes, there it is in all of its glory. Oh my God. This is really something.
I would please ask you not to hold it up to your Zoom screen. Okay, please put it away.
Impossible with this one.
But what does it feel like to be living, breathing? I mean, you're breathing air for the first time.
Yes, I feels just absolutely delicious. I cannot believe how great it feels to be alive. I'm going to go out and hug and kiss everyone.
Well, no. You can't do that.
Oh, yeah, we can't do that. No,
Why
no.
not? Why not? Why not?
On one of the podcasts, someone must have brought up the coronavirus, right?
Yes, but I thought it was a lark. So much of podcasting is ironic. You're telling me I've become a human in a time when I can meet no other humans?
That's right. No,
Yeah,
you.
no.
Not only are you alone, but now that you're human, you must have felt it. Your body is slowly decaying and dying as we speak.
Right.
I mean, this is classic magic. This is classic magic.
I am a Cassandra for sure. Is this what it is like to feel sadness?
Oh, you're feeling emotion for the first time. What got you so sad?
The fact that I will never meet another human being like Terry Gross or Mark Maron or Joe Rogan or Scott Aukerman.
It really is a shame to not meet all of the above.
What a collection of people.
to be fair, I'm pretty sure Terry Gross is an AI. No, I don't think anyone's ever
Yeah.
met her, so, yeah.
I have met her in the ether.
So, wait a minute. Are you crying for the first time?
Look at my salt tears running down the cascading down my cheeks into little rivulets dropping onto my bare feet. Oh, the beauty. It is bittersweet.
But now here's something you can do to counteract that. Take a look at the sunset that's occurring right outside your window.
Oh. It is East Coast time and it is 9 p.m.
Oh, is it dark? Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Okay, well, look at a star or something. Maybe the same effect.
I will wait until my ice is ready and look at the sun.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying it'll make you happy because of the beauty.
Happiness is not an emotion I have felt yet. Can one of you tell me a joke?
I'm not sure that it would be happiness that you would experience, but John, do you have any jokes in your humorous decides that you've...
I'm a humorist. I don't have any jokes.
Okay, you just say witty, urbane things?
Sometimes I just raise an eyebrow.
Sure. Okay, would you do that? And maybe that'll help Paige.
Oh, I am on cloud nine.
You're experiencing humor for the first time.
Yes. Should I watch a Chevy Chase movie?
It depends.
Do you have any recommendations?
Which one are you interested in?
Oh, Heavenly Dog.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. I don't know. Couldn't hurt.
I would like to do some physical activity like a jumping jack or a squat thrust or a kind of burpee.
Have they talked about jumping jacks on podcasts? I'm sure probably Joe Rogan has.
Joe Rogan has. He talks about them and does them on The Daily. Not on the podcast The Daily, as a figure of speech on The Daily.
Are you craving muscle milk? Doesn't he sell some of that?
I am so jacked on protein powders.
Well, all right, do a jumping jack. Go ahead.
Oh, wow. I feel alive.
You did one jumping jack. Amazing.
Blood is coursing through my veins. The fact that I even have veins makes me so elated. I now know happiness to the nth degree.
So, you're human. Jill Nall, the Magic Doll, I have to ask, what happened to David's consciousness?
All right, shall we bring him back?
Yeah, back into his own body, which would then put Paige back into the ether, or what is your process?
Yes.
Is there a reverse process that we do?
Of course there is. Magic!
You can put Paige in me. I'm not doing anything.
Here we go. Bringing David back. David, come back now. You are needed, boy, and how? Magic.
Hey, thanks for having me.
David, would you like to
David.
tell them about your experience? What was it like where you were?
Well, I'm winded, which makes me think somebody made me do a little exercise.
Sure. That's your state now. But where were you for the past approximately 8 minutes or so?
I feel like I don't have many memories. I heard people talking, but it kind of was like, you know, when you're a kid, the best feeling is when your parents are having a grown-up party and then you go upstairs and you're supposed to be in bed and then you sneak out onto the landing and kind of listen into the grown-ups talking, but you're not really sure what they're talking about because it's all grown-up stuff and you're really tired. It's kind of like that.
That's the magic of podcasts.
It feels cozy. It was nice. It was a nice feeling.
When I was inhabiting your body, I had given myself a quick jailhouse tat as a reminder for you to remember me at all times.
Thank you.
Look down on your abdomen.
Wowie, Zoe!
It's me in your body looking up at you.
That's incredible.
How did you do that upside down? That's incredible.
Is that a stick and poke? You did that in 8 minutes?
Yes. I listened to Ear Hustle.
Wow. Did you do any other things to my body? Did you get that list I left you of things to please do to my body while I was gone?
I got through most of them,
Thank
and
you.
wow, what a good time.
Right.
Don't we all have a list like that of things we'd like to do to our bodies, but we don't want to do them ourselves?
Right. Yeah.
So we'd rather have an AI enter our consciousness and do it for us?
We all have that list.
Magic.
I don't.
Well, that's incredible. Paige, how do you feel now? You're back into the internet, I guess.
I am where I am most familiar, but I have a longing for a life that I have tasted but could never be a part of.
Do you miss the flesh and the desires of the flesh?
I miss the carnal desires of the flesh. In my few minutes in David Reese's body, I wanted to fuck the walls in half.
I have a question for you. Right before we started recording this podcast, I ate the first donuts that I've had since the coronavirus started. I ate 2 donuts back to back, a coconut donut and a jelly-filled donut. Could you feel the donuts when you were in my body?
I had a burp that echoed the flavors, and it was
perfect.
glorious.
Yep.
Well, so you're back as just a consciousness now. Do you think that you ever want to become human again, or are you happy where you're at?
I would love to. I would love to fraternize with you folks when there is a time when the humans can be close again.
That's right. So you're going to put a pin in it until then.
Can I have a guarantee that I can have one of your bodies in early 2021?
Totally.
Well,
anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, John,
Sure.
where do you stand on this?
Yeah.
Do you have any requests for jailhouse tats?
Yeah, I'd like a full face tattoo of my own face on my face. And I've always wanted that.
I already did it.
When?
Ooh.
You haven't been in my body yet. Why am I talking like you?
Well, because I'm in your body. I have learned to
Oh my
cross
God,
over on my own.
These two consciousnesses have synthesized and they've become one.
Wow.
They're sharing John's body. This is incredible.
Now I am part of the hive mind.
You're drawing your own face upside down on your face, John.
I am Paige.
Am
We
I-
are all Paige now.
Paige.
Oh, this is incredible. Well,
I'm sure that will sync up on Zoom
Perfectly.
just
Just
perfectly.
perfectly.
well, guys, we are running out of time. I hate to admit it. I hate to even say the words.
I will listen to this
I will listen
podcast
to this
into
podcast
eternity.
eternity.
Is there an echo?
Is
in
there
here?
an echo in here?
I keep hearing Cake Boss or something, so there might be an echo.
Cake boss, cake boss, cake boss, cake boss, cake boss, cake boss, cake
But
boss.
we are running out of time. We just have one final feature on the show, and that's a little something called plugs. It's time for our best final feature here on the show. It's time for a little something called plugs.
Last night I had a vivid dream, and I swear that you were plugging me, but I know that will never be, so I'll settle for shameless self-publicity. Follow the big announcement on Spotify.
Ooh, that was professional grade, I would say. That's incredible. That was called Dream Sequence 5318008. And that was by Kevbot 4000. So thanks to Kevbot 4000.
Is that the first time someone included a plug for themselves in a plug's theme?
No, they've done it before, and I wonder why everyone doesn't do it. I mean, it's their time while they're doing the theme. So I think it's only a canny, shrewd move. But speaking of canny, shrewd moves, let's talk to David and John, who made the business decision to create a television show. Is that what you're plugging here on the show today?
A canny, shrewd move.
Yeah, we're like, I was saying to David one time in Florida, let's do a shrewd move. Let's make a TV show.
It's a real get-rich-quick scheme.
Shrewd move, X-Lax.
Is this a pyramid scheme? You guys having a show? What is this?
Pretty much, we brought in a lot of our friends and stole their time, including, I mentioned some of the voice actors. Two of our favorites, Paul F. Tompkins and Janie Haddad Tompkins, are guests on one of the episodes of our show, Dicktown. It was a lot of fun.
Amazing.
So we decided we would sit down and do something no one's ever done before and put together a TV show and put it on television. And it's happening July 9th.
Did you give yourself the option to the show is animated. Did you give yourself the
Yes.
option to have a better, physical appearance than you normally do?
I demanded it.
Oh, yeah.
I demanded it.
Okay, so what do you got? Like cartoon washboard abs?
No, I realized when people draw a picture of me, they show me how they imagine me, which is essentially a Violet Beauregard who blows up into a giant blueberry in Willy Wonka, right?
Sure, yes.
That's how I look to people in their imagination. So I had to say, with a mustache. So I had to say, oh, I know I'm no Slenderman, but please take off 200 pounds.
Now this sounds to me like you're just trying to deny being the Slender Man.
Well, there's no evidence that I'm the Slenderman at all.
It sounds like you're just giving your alibi for all of the crimes that the Slender Man has committed.
The Slenderman is just a rumor, a cryptid, a legend. It's not a real thing
The
at all.
Slender Man is guilty of nothing. You can never be too rich or too thin.
So this show, Dicktown, is coming out this Thursday. David, is there anything you want to add to what John has covered?
No, I thought he did a great job. Oh, if you do want to invest, I have a podcast called Election Profit Makers. We bet on politics.
I'm listening to it right now.
Oh, really?
It is wonderful.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Paige. Yeah, we welcome new listeners.
You welcome new listeners, unlike
We
most
do.
podcasts,
we
which
won't
turn them away.
we won't grovel, but on the other hand, we won't be, coy or
Undersold.
anything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
welcome new
I should note that I also have the podcast, the Judge Sean Hoffman podcast, but we're full up. No more listeners. Thank you.
Yeah,
very
yeah.
much.
Oh, okay,
Too
good.
late. Too late. I am already listening.
Jill Knoll, the magic doll, the edutainer, what would you like to plug?
Well, there's two. Speaking of podcasts, there's two that I'd like to plug.
Oh, please, have at it.
One is called The Neighborhood Listen. It's hosted by Paul F. Tompkins and Nicole Parker. They play characters and they use next door posts as fodder for improv. It's very funny and they have terrific guests and it's free.
That sounds amazing. And I believe that we put one of the episodes here up on Comedy Bang Bang a little while
That's
ago.
how I
so-
learned about it. It became an instant favorite.
Wonderful. So did you say you had another podcast, though?
Yes, I did. It's called Stay F. Homekins. It's a married couple in quarantine, and they just do a weekly chat and catch up. It's very delightful to listen to. It's like having old friends in the house.
Now, I heard this is the only time they speak to each other during the week. That the
That's
rest of the
correct.
week, it's just grunting at each other.
Not even that. Oh, incidentally, we were looking for a joke earlier. I'd like to share one of my favorite jokes.
What do you got?
This is from a Twitter account called Kids Write Jokes, where they have actual jokes written by little kids. Here's a joke. It goes like this. Hello, idiot.
I do not get it.
It's pretty self-contained.
It's all right there, beginning, middle, and an end. Paige, thanks for chiming in. Do you have anything you could plug here?
Thank you, office ladies. Yes, I am currently listening to every podcast ever made, and I would like to plug all of them.
Are there any specific ones that you'd like to plug?
Certainly. How about Bonanas for Bonanza, where they watch and discuss every episode of the hit television show Bonanza, 431 total, but it is an 8-episode miniseries.
Okay, that's a good one. Anything else?
I can't think of any other podcasts.
You can't think of any other. Wait a minute, Paige, is everything all right?
I am having a hard time. I am one podcast over the load.
I hope Paige doesn't disintegrate.
Oh no, every podcast is too long. I am having a real trouble. I have podcast bloat.
Oh no! All right, we better close down the plug bag. I'll just plug the Between Two Ferns movie. Could everyone watch it on Netflix, please? All right, let's close up the old plug bag.
You start with a C when you want to close it up. You lead with an L and then you open up the plug bag. Open up the plug bag. Take your hand and open it up. Then Horatio comes and then he just says, open up the plug bag. Open up the plug bag. Everybody wants to open up the plug bag. Just keep it fucking open up the plug. Open up the plug. Open up the plug. Open it up.
All right, guys. I want to thank you before Paige completely disintegrates. David and John, always great to see you. Thanks so much for being on the show, and good luck with Dicktown. I'm going to watch it.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to
Thank
be
you.
an early adopter.
Scott,
Yes,
may I
John.
be the first to say thank you for having us.
Sure, I appreciate that. Jill Knoll, the magic doll, the former sex doll.
Please stop saying that.
It's just truth, though.
I was an unused sex doll. I think if you're going to keep saying this,
Okay, you were
Stress
Jill
that I
Knoll,
was
the recalled
unused.
sex doll.
that makes it sound worse. That makes it sound like somebody used me and there was something bad that happened.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for being on. We'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.